What is up, Aquarius? I am back. This time is strictly about love, okay? Please like, subscribe, and share. Hit the notification button if you're new here. Subscribe to the tribe. I am kind of big deal tarot because I do it all. And I do it all for you, all right? Or for us, okay? Delivering messages from the divine. I also want to say this for the high vibrational Aquariuses, okay? The ones that have done the work. I feel like if you're here, you are one of the high vibrational Aquariuses. All right? But we're going to tap into your reading. We're going to get right into it. Okay? Remember, this is all about love. Okay? Nothing else. But we're going to definitely read what else pops out. All right? I want to thank my ancestors, spirit guides, higher self. All right? For these messages, the divine. For these messages, and I'm also asking for protection. Hi. How are you, love? Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. All right, we're going to jump right into the reading. All right. Let's see what the pre-shuffle I got, Aquarius, is. You know, you're very much trapped in fear, okay? You're in solitude right now, but you're trapped in fear because you have made some wrong decisions upon the way, especially in love and relationships. But that is okay because we all learn. Sometimes we got to learn the hard way. All right. But one thing I know about us Aquarius is we don't repeat. Okay. So we do learn harsh lessons, but that also teaches us discernment. It teaches us forgiveness. It teaches us, again, to go in the right direction. Whatever was closed, whatever didn't work out for a reason. So let's get right into the tarot. All right. So we're going to start off with some oracle cards. These are about love. So we're going to see what they say. Thank you, Ancestors, Spirit Guide. Show me what you want to say for the sign of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And North Node. Okay? Thank you, Spirit. Show me what you have for Aquarius. Okay, we have virtue. You acknowledge your loving and spiritual attributes of yourself, right? That encourage you and others to grow. So again, some of you guys are ascending, you are growing, you're going on to another level. This is our year of transformation. Again, I also saw that we're ending toxic cycles. We're ending temptation. We're ending of going into relationships built off of lust, built off of material items. Again, toxicity, karmic, things that you already learned the lesson from. Hi. All right. So again, it's about being true to yourself, being very virtuous. All right. Friendliness. We're known to be friendly. We are the 11th sign, right? You are able to recognize traits in common with another in order to forge love-based connections. Exactly. So some of you guys, again, from these harsh relationships, you learn standards, you learn boundaries. You learn what you don't want, what you're not going to tolerate. Okay? You learn to walk in your authentic self, to be true to you. Okay? And what you want in love and what you want in relationships. Because you know how to give to others. So again, what you give, you absolutely want back. Right? All right. Show me one or two more. Oh, wow. Transformation. I just said that. You use the power of love to move through illusions. Right? And you shift into awareness. You're very much aware of yourself and what you want. You, again, from being in past relationships, choosing the wrong person, the wrong connection, the wrong friendship, you're getting past the illusions. You're being past all the cloudiness, all the misjudgments, all the riffraff, okay? You are transforming your life. And when you transform, you end cycles. And you blossom into a new person because you are aware of who you are. You are aware of what you want, right? Freedom. Some of you guys are embarking on freedom. Let's hit the like button, guys. 11 people here and one like. Freedom. Again, this is allowing you to live in your authentic self. Be who you are. You are releasing any self-imposed restrictions or perceptions and limitations through the loving energy of openness. And this is what is giving you freedom to choose the right path, to choose the right person, the freedom of being yourself. And that way, that makes you align for who is connected to who you truly are. Not putting limitations on you and what you want out of life. Also in a relationship. Okay? Action. It is time for you to put in some action. If you want something, if you want someone, you have to go for it. Not saying chase them, but you have to put in the effort. You have the courage to express the unique, loving colors of your soul. Again, I love these cards because they represent every color of our chakras. So again, if you're aligned, if you're in alignment, which again, ascending and your transformation will bring you into your authentic self, your awareness. You're being aligned with your chakras. Some of you guys are working and meditating on your chakras, okay? Or you need to, especially that heart chakra. I like someone put the green. Again, yes, because we are the air signs, and the heart chakra is in the middle, and it is for us air signs. We have to operate out of love, because love oversees anything. Fear, doubt, illusions, confusion, lust. When you operate out of a place of love, you're going to, again, be in your authentic energy, in your authentic self. And that's something that a lot of people don't have, and they have it, but they don't display it. Aquarius, we are the truth seekers, the innovators. We are in the 11th house of friends, socialites. But again, we know how to use that discernment to know when to cross the line, when people are crossing the line with us, okay? And not to settle, all right? So let's get in. I'm going to pull some Kipper deck. We got a mature man. So like I said, some of you guys got options. Some of you guys are this mature man. You've been dealing with a lot of immaturity. A lot of people with lack mindset. Okay? People that wanted to play mind games. People that were operating out of lust. And some of you guys might have settled. Okay? Somebody's definitely in their thoughts about you. And it could be a wealthy man. It could be a wealthy man. Some of you guys might have decisions to make between a wealthy man or somebody you want to build with. Let's get some more likes here, guys, all right? Some of you guys are this mature man that is transforming into this wealthy man. So you're definitely in your thoughts of someone that is more aligned to who you are and where you're going in life. All right, let's get some more for Aquarius. Thank you, Spirit Guides, Ancestors. Show me what you got going on for Aquarius. Oh, that's too many. Again, you are changed. You are a changed person. You're no longer who you was. You might be thinking about courting somebody, or somebody's thinking about courting you. All right? And again, to court somebody, you have to actually get intimate with them. Let's get to know them. They get to know you. You don't want to chase anybody. You want to attract. All right? You are held in high honor in the community, in the spiritual realm. You also, again, you want somebody that match that energy. You're held in very high honor, okay? Some of you guys can have a high honor job, all right? Could be getting a promotion. Wow. Some of you guys are getting some unexpected income, all right? You're getting some unexpected income. Okay, so again, you're held in very much high honor. We got gift here. Some of you guys might be getting a gift. You could be getting a gift from the universe, and this could be that unexpected income. Because like I said, you've done the work. You did the work on yourself. You're very much aware of who you are. You're living in your authentic truth. Okay? So like I said, you work on yourself. You transform your life. You live very virtuous. You live very in your truth. So again, you're being aligned with somebody that matches your energy. Somebody could be wanting to come give you a gift. Even after Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day should be every day. We should have Love Day every day. Right? An official person. This is somebody of the law. This could be you, or it's somebody that is looking at you. All right? 22, master number. So again, some of you guys might have some options here. You might have a law official that is looking at you. Okay, main female. This could be some of you guys. You are the main character in your life. Number 2, you're following your intuition. divine feminine energy as well. Family room. There's a lot of discussions. You could be discussing a lot of situations in the family room. This is also the seat of your soul, okay? Something on the distant horizon is coming in that is going to anchor you down. This is something that's going to hold you down. A commitment is what I'm hearing. Some of you guys are coming out of a place of poverty, all right? You could be gaining fortune in a house, an inheritance. This is somebody that could have held you in very high honor of the family. So some of you guys are coming out of poverty. Also feeling that somebody that you once dealt with is now in poverty. You dealt with somebody that was very poverty mindset, very poor in their soul because how they treated you and others. And yet you could have decided to go with this person or settle for this person. But when you started to transform your life and grow, this person did not want to do the same. So again, now this person is stuck in that position of poverty, a lack mindset, okay? They might even have poor values, okay? So again, you realize you could not take that person with you. Oh, love life. You're the golden child? Okay. Free from problems and money, troubles. Enjoy the passion of love. Love and be loved. Again, some of you guys are realizing, you know, money isn't everything, right? But money does help. It does help with the stresses in life. We have to be honest there. So some of you guys are getting some money, okay? And that's going to help alleviate a lot of stress in your life. But again, you're focused on your love life. What is the most potent currency is your health. And again, your mental health, your physical health, your emotional health. These are things that you are transforming your life, Aquarius, because you have dealt with some BS in the past. Let's be right. Star power. We keep getting that star power because we are the stars. Like I said, we are the innovators, the truth seekers. We are 10 steps ahead of people. And now the world is catching up with us. We're not catching up with the world. A lot of us are very remaining in our faith. We're walking on the right path, okay? Again, we had this in the last reading. Be flexible. Be able to adapt to the changes that are coming in your life, all right? We are one of the signs, the fixed signs, that are okay with change because we know that's one of the inevitables. Change happens, okay? And we're okay with it because we cannot be stuck in our old self and our old patterns. So you have to be able and willing to adapt and change and be flexible with the changes. Be able to compromise. But not where you're settling, not where you're settling for something that you don't want. Because again, you are very much aware of illusions now. You're very much aware of toxicity, of karmic energies, karmic cycles, karmic people. All right. Let's get some more with this love. What is going on with Aquarius and love? I got one card from that other deck, which was your love life. The spirit said come back soon, but we're jumping in the tarot, all right? Oh, come on, give me one more like. Somebody took their like back, you Indian giver. All right, give me one more. What is going on in Aquarius love life? Aquarius love life, please. Oh, my ears ringing. Ooh. You're getting karmic justice. You could be dealing with a Libra. No, but I will be. I will be on TikTok. Things are balancing out in your life. Again, like I said, you are getting the truth. You're very much aware of who you are, okay? You could be dealing with a Libra, all right? Or you could have Libra in your chart. Things are being made fair in your life because you deserve this, Aquarius. This is your time. All right, it is your time to shine. You've been through a lot of betrayal, a lot of heartbreak, a lot of sorrow, okay, with the Three of Swords here. You're coming out of this. You're getting the truth. Also saw that somebody might want to return, but that's everybody's decision. We don't tell people what to do here. You do have free will, okay? So some of you guys could be taking somebody to court. You could be getting a divorce, all right? But again, this is giving you that freedom of seeking yourself. Yeah, you dealt with this is the seed of the soul, the root cause. You dealt with a lot of deception. Again, this deception has also made you settle for things that you did not deserve. People that you did not deserve. Situations that were unfair to you. People that were very deceptive. Okay? Lying, cheating, being very sneaky in your energy. Okay? Seven of Swords. This led you to self-sabotage yourself and relationships going further. Again, so some of you guys are very afraid of getting into new love relationships because you're afraid that you might pick the wrong person. But I don't feel like that's the case. You learned a lot of things. You learned a lot about yourself through this pain, through this sorrow. All right? That heartache did nothing but open your eyes. Okay? Made you very aware of who you are and what you deserve. Okay? Three of Pentacles. You dealt with a lot of third parties. But some of you guys are working with yourself. You're working with Ascended Masters. You're working with a team. You're focused on, I am an Aquarius, Sun and Rising, and in Venus, and in Mercury. I got 6 placements in Aquarius, okay? Three of Pentacles. You're working on yourself. You're working with a team. Your focus is on improving yourself. Your focus is on your transformation. Okay? Again, there was a lot of third parties. There was a lot of people that teamed up against you for your downfall, even in relationships. There were people that you trusted that got into third parties trying to be deceptive. Okay? But now you know the truth. Everything is coming out. Everything is being revealed. Everything is being made fair. All right? Show me more for the past. Wow. Ace of Wands came out in reverse. So again, some of you guys have been afraid to create something new. To have a new love offer. All right? You could have been dealing with somebody that was impotent. Couldn't get it up. Had problems with their sexuality. You could have been dealing with somebody that cheated and got something. Okay? And maybe that's why it didn't work out. Maybe that's why they didn't want to tell you the truth. Okay? But something's coming out about this past person, this past lover. Somebody was given to others. Things were not fair. Things were not balanced to you. They were breadcrumbing you, lying, cheating, things that you didn't deserve. This person was a charity case. They could have been treating you like you were a charity case. Again, but you're very much aware of who you are and where you stand. You're a hard worker as well for a lot of you guys. Show me more for the past. Yeah, this gave you a lot of heartbreak. This kept you in your head. This stressed you out. Some of you guys had a lot of anxiety. Okay, because you had a family with this person. For some of you guys, that's all you wanted was a nice family, a partnership. But again, you was lying with somebody. Somebody could also not been very much attracted to you. Maybe they settled for you because of your money, because of who you are. You're held in high honor. You do a lot of things. You work hard. Maybe your attraction for them diminished because you realize this person was lazy. They were a bum. They were a taker. So again, it can go both ways. I'm hearing all scenarios in me. Okay? So again, you were a gift to a lot of people. And they treated you like you were a charity case. You were there to help a lot of people progress and transform their life. Heal. Some of you guys are healers. All right? With you are taking a new risk, okay? With the Fool card, some of you guys have to start all over again. Could be dealing with Aries or another Aquarius. But this is you. You're stepping into blind faith to go on to a new journey. Or this is the advice from Spirit. I'm like, whoa. Yeah, because you've been betrayed. But that's an ending. It's an ending, okay? With the Ten of Swords, you cannot be betrayed. You will not be betrayed no more because you have learned the lessons. You value yourself. You're standing in your truth. Okay, with the Ten of Swords. You're taking a new journey after this betrayal. And for some of you guys, you're working on yourself. You're working on your self-mastery. You're putting your head and your heart into your projects, into your work, into your finances. For some of you guys, again, very much Aquarius energy. When you have been hurt, betrayed, you know what? Let me focus on my money. Let me focus on my bag. Let me become the best person that I can be so this don't happen to me again. Let me work on my mind. Let me work on my heart. Let me work on forgiveness. Show me more from Spirit. This is your higher self, okay? So your higher self is telling you, yeah, you've been played like a fool. Somebody took a gamble with you. But again, this betrayal is your awakening onto your new self, onto your new journey, your new path. And again, continue working on yourself because all this is going to pay off. All right? Ace of Wands. 9 of Wands. In reverse. Some of you guys are giving up the fight. You know that you are not a victim. Okay? But you're giving up the fight. Because now you just want to focus on your money. You want to focus on being a better person. Because for some reason, some of you guys blamed yourself for your wrong decisions because it was your decision. It takes two to tangle. But some of you guys were giving people that were, fell into relationships with people that were wearing a mask. They were very sneaky and deceptive. They gaslighted you. Thank you, mamas or papa. Thank you for the new subscribers. Subscribe to the tribe. All right, so 4 of Wands. You could have been in a twin flame connection. You could have been in a household that was not very stable. This person wouldn't celebrate you. They wouldn't celebrate your winnings, your new beginnings. Okay, but again, things were very unequal, unfair in this relationship. So again, some of you guys decided to choose another direction. And you had to start off. You had to start off new. Almost like you were a student to the game. But no, you're not a student. Those lessons you learned, you're taking them with you. You packing them on your little travel bag. Again, so you know your discernment. You know the difference between illusions and love. You know what's deceptive. You know when somebody's playing games with you. Now you know from experience. Show me more of what Grace don't see. Also, what you don't see is somebody, you were dealing with a lot of charmers. People that were, again, following their heart, but they were very inconsistent. Again, they wanted you. They wanted you. They very much wanted you, but they didn't want to meet you at your level. They didn't want to transform and grow with you when you were growing. And that's what the connection is all about. Okay? But you have somebody coming in. This person could be a water sign, could have dealt with a water sign in the past. Somebody that also dealt with you that, again, didn't do the work on themselves or in the connection, very much had a lot of love for you. Very much. But they were distant from it. They were not in tune with telling you about it. They were very much a charmer. They said the things that they thought you wanted to hear at that time. But they were flighty. They were inconsistent. They were unstable emotionally. Okay? They had a lot of options. Again, illusions. Confusion. 7 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles. This was somebody you invested in. They also was unsure if they wanted to invest in long term with you, Aquarius, because they had a lot of options. They were out there for everybody. But knowing darn well their heart relied with you. But they didn't want to give up their options. They wanted to still be acting like they were single. They didn't want to be in a commitment. They were very flighty. Okay? Very emotionally unstable. So some of you guys were like, I'm not settling for that. Yeah. King of Swords. Again, you thought with logic instead of leading with your heart. You have logic here. Things wasn't adding up. They weren't making sense. Okay? You spoke your truth here with the King of Swords. For some of you guys, you didn't say nothing at all. You let your silence do the work for you. You started detached. Again, some of you guys started to focus on your money. Again, money is heavily here. Your 10 of Pentacles. Okay? Yeah, you started focusing on your long-term legacy, your wealth. Okay? This could have been also somebody that was very much attached to your family. They also knew that you have, some of you guys got an inheritance coming. Again, high honor. You got something that's coming in from a wealthy man, from a wealthy person. You also could have a wealthy person looking at you. Okay? But again, some of you guys are trying to use logic. You also don't want to just be with somebody because of the money. But like I said, the money does make you very stress-free. Five of Wands, there was a lot of chaos and drama in this past, in this love connection. Again, you have a lot of inner turmoil about moving on. Because some of you guys have a lot of choices in love. You have a lot of people that are attracted to you. That see your transformation, that see your growth. And you're looking very fine and dandy to a lot of people. Okay? So some of you guys right now have a lot of options. But again, you're steady focused on working on yourself, your finances, your growth, your spiritual growth, your path. So this causing you a lot of chaos because you have a lot of options. You don't know what to choose because you're afraid. You're trapped in fear from what you chose before. But I'm telling you now here, these options are good options. Okay? You still have to choose. You can't have them all because you don't want to do to others what has been done onto you. Because again, you're living very virtuous, right? You're living in your truth. You're being your authentic self. And again, we also, in the last reading, we don't paid our karmic debt. So you don't want to rack up more karma. So some of you guys are in a lot of inner turmoil about who to choose, or you will be. But there's also be a lot of people around you from the past that is watching you, that are arguing and fighting amongst themselves about you because they didn't think that you were going to progress the way that you're progressing. This also could be a past lover. Who is this in this Five of Wands? It fell on that false twin flame, or the twin flame that did not do the work. Four of Wands. Somebody you could have lived with. It could have been a Pisces. It could be a Pisces. This person is now in limbo. They're placed in stagnant energy. Okay? Because they're realizing this is the inner chaos within. You sacrificed a lot. You could have been dealing with a Pisces or a Scorpio. Or Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. They're all here. This person has more limerence than anything. I'm not saying they don't love you. They have a lot of love for you. But this person was leading with passion in the beginning. They also was leading with passion that makes them very inconsistent with their love offers to you. How they were being stable in you guys' relationship. Hi, Cancer. All right? So this person is gaining a new perspective on you, Aquarius, and the situation. Because they aren't fudged up. They're also they're avoidant. You were dealing with an avoidant. Somebody that was avoiding to do the work. Somebody that was avoiding to do the transformation of their life. And again, with them doing this avoidance, this is giving you personal and emotional freedom from them. You don't have to take on this headache of this person. You don't have to carry their burdens. Their betrayal to you was it. Oh, exactly. That's what happens. Scorpio in reverse. Again, this person was trying to, now they want to rebuild this connection. They're also trying to avoid something. What are they trying to avoid? They're trying to avoid a lot of chaos and destruction within their life. Oh, they were trying to avoid commitment, marriage, growth, change with the Hierophant here. But this made you learn some valuable lessons about yourself. You got into a place, like I said, of freedom, of peace and contentment, even if it was in solitude. But you're not going to be in solitude much longer, Aquarius, just to let you know, honey. Just to let you know. Could have been dealing with a Cancer or a Pisces. Okay? This person was very fearful. Very much in fear. Okay? But I feel like they want to communicate to you. They want to talk to you now. Because they were doing a lot of deceptive things in the dark. Okay? But they were in fear. You see, I like this card because you see how this, what is it, a panther? It's very much small, right? But when you turn it around, you see how big the panther is? Again, illusions. Fear is an illusion. Okay? And this person was very fearful of growing with you or transformation. I can do a reading on Sagittarius, but it won't be right now. I'm doing Aquarius. Choo choo. I'm doing the reading. What do you want? My doggy. They're trapped in their mind. They have a mental entrapment. But again, only they can get out of their mind. They can remove them swords and walk right through there, okay? Because they did not plan well. They went the wrong direction. They made the wrong decisions. So now they're having this, oh, woe is me attitude, okay? What else is going on for Aquarius? That doesn't belong here. You got some fast communication coming in. And with the Eight of Wands, it is about love. It is about passion. Somebody never lost the passion for you, okay? Show me what's going on for Aquarius. Sun, rising Venus, or cross watchers, whoever's here that this is resonating with. Please hit the like button. Subscribe to the tribe. All right, I appreciate you guys for being here. Show me what is coming in for, whoa. Mental breakthrough. Somebody wants to come deliver the truth. Somebody wants to be real with you before. That wasn't real with you before. But for some of you guys, you already see, you're already aware of what was going on. You see this person clearly, okay? Somebody also is coming in that's going to deliver the truth. This person is going to be very truthful, very real, very authentic. Again, matching your energy, okay? Sagittarius energy, temperance. You were dealing with somebody that was doing things and they were doing things very reckless, okay? Could have been a Sagittarius. And you walked away from this person. You emotionally detached. Eight of Cups. What's coming in for Aquarius? I feel like this person wants to come back. They did a lot of things behind your back. They stabbed you in the back. They betrayed you. They lied. They cheated. They deceived you. Okay? They sabotaged this connection, not you. They want to give you a message that things haven't been right ever since you walked away from them. Okay? This person might have gotten ill. They needed to heal first. Again, Queen of Cups. Some of you guys got a water sign coming in. Cancer's energy. All right? Some of you guys, again, you're loving yourself. You're nurturing yourself. You could have Cancer in your chart. Somebody's realizing being in this player energy was not what they really want. It didn't get them satisfaction. Hi, Tony Burton. It did not give them satisfaction. And this person was very much lawless, criminal, very unfair. They treated you unfair, so that's exactly what they got. They got somebody that treated them just like they were treating you. And now they don't like it. They can't take the heat in the kitchen. Okay? What is coming in for Aquarius? We want the new. Again, they keep talking about this past person that is now clearing their mind. They're, clearing up things. And they want to come back. They want a reconciliation. But some of you guys, they know that you don't see them the same. They also know that you're wanting to come in. You're waiting for something bigger and better. Some of you guys can have a King of Pentacles. Definitely marriage material, okay? Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Somebody that is like a businessman, okay? This could be that wealthy man, all right? This person won't have to work because they own the business. This person wants to communicate with you. This person also has been watching you, Aquarius. Somebody's been watching you. I've been getting that. Again, with Eight of Pentacles, they've been watching you work on yourself. They've been watching you blossom and bloom. All right? I don't think that you will reject this person with the Four of Cups in reverse. The Lovers. They're hoping that you choose them. But I hear you got other options. What else is this? Oh. They're looking at you healing. They feel like you are their wish. Aquarius energy. You're definitely in your purpose and your path. All right? You have a renewal. All right? You have somebody, again, from the past that is in bad health. And they want a reconciliation. This person from the past will not get out of Aquarius energy. They will not leave you alone. And that's what was happening. This person is not leaving you alone. They keep contacting you. For some of you guys, you might have them blocked. But they're not going to stop. They're not going to stop. Okay? They want a reconciliation. This could have been a friend with benefits. But again, for some of them, they still haven't learned the lesson. You were dealing also with a leech. With the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. This person was lazy. They were not a hard worker. Okay? But now they see that you're blossoming and blooming and looking very attractive. They remember how supportive and caring you are and nurturing that you are. Okay? How you gave to them, how you supported them when nobody else did. Okay? Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo person wants to give to you equally. All right? Yeah, they got money. They definitely a wealthy person. They don't have no financial worry, but they worried about you, Aquarius. Please don't sabotage this. Okay, get to know the person as well. Again, they're very abundant. Could be a Leo. They see you're looking very attractive. You could have a Cancer, Leo, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Heavy on the Virgo. All right, but they feel like you are afraid here with the Moon card. Now the Moon card is with you. But you're looking very attractive. Could have a Scorpio as well. Because you ended a lot of cycles and transformed your life. But again, you might be always worried if somebody's going to deceive you. If somebody's going to lie to you. I can do whoever reading. I can do a reading for you. If you want a personal reading, hit me up in the description box below. In the email, put personal reading in the subject line. You're $26 for 45 minutes. Again, you're you're a nurturing, loving, caring person. And people see this about you. You're also very attractive and very loving, okay? You are a mother, you're very intuitive. You give off that healing vibe. Even if you're not a healer, okay? But again, you're loving on yourself. You're taking the time to love on yourself. And that's making you very attractive, Aquarius. You keep getting your energy. You are the star. You are a celebrity. Remember, you got star power. You're thinking logically now moving forward in this next relationship. You're not leading with your emotions. You're not leading with your heart. You're not falling into lust. You're not falling into temptation. You're making sure you pick a partner that makes sense. And so far, you got 3 people. A Leo, a Cancer, 4. A Leo, a Cancer, a Scorpio, a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. I really think it's a Virgo. But it could be a Taurus or a Capricorn. Somebody wants to choose you because they feel like you're looking pretty fine over there, Aquarius. Yeah, some of you guys are going to be indecisive with the 2 of voices, 2 of swords. You're going to be stuck with who to choose. All right? 2-2 here. You could be seeing 2-2-2. But again, you have somebody here coming from the past that don't want the cycle to end. They don't want you to close them out. They don't want you to leave them behind. You already moved on from this person. Again, it could also be a Leo from the past. Because you had to gather a lot of strength. This person was a coward. They also played on your emotions. They played you. And it's about you being real with yourself about what happened. How did this happen? Some of you guys are stuck in your mind like, how did this happen to me? It's okay. It's all right. You learned the lesson and you moved on. You have very much a lot of courage. You have the strength. A lot of people cannot walk in your shoes. They may act like they can, but they cannot. They cannot deal with what you dealt with. They cannot go through the things that you went through and still survive and be alive and prosper. You're being prosperous from whatever you went through. It has catapulted your ascension. It has catapulted your growth. This gave you freedom to find yourself and what you really deserve and want. Now you have all these other options looking at you like, wow, Aquarius is that woman or that man of my dreams. Aquarius is that woman or that man that I desire. Because no other person works on themselves. No other person comes from stress, sorrow, betrayal, and blossoms like Aquarius does. So you got a lot of options, Aquarius. It could be a fire sign. All right, Emperor here, divine masculine. It could be a boss, a business owner, okay? You bossed up in your life. You took your power back. You're focused on your foundation, your firm foundation. You're being realistic with yourself and what you want and your desires, okay? This could be a boss, Emperor, Aries energy, all right? Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands now, all right. I know that's right. You have an inspiration of a new beginning. Okay, it could be with a fire sign. Your creativity is on fleek. Okay, you're being very productive. Ace of using emotions. You're handling your emotions. You're putting your emotions in check. Like I said, you're not leading with your heart. 10 of Wands in reverse. You're letting go any baggage that is not yours. You let go with this baggage so you can have a new beginning in love and life. And people are watching you. You are an inspiration to a lot of people. Okay? 9 of Cups. Some of you guys are very much in your solitude. And in your solitude, you're getting aligned with what you want. Your wishes are being granted. Everything that you want is coming in. But again, you got to stand firm on your boundaries. You got to stand firm and guard yourself. You're heavily protected at all costs. Something is coming in very fast. Communication of love. All right? It could be with a fire sign or a water sign. This got some people in your past mad. Okay? Because they did not think you were going to bounce back. Yeah, you had people that were throwing black magic at you. You had somebody in your energy that was very manipulative with the Magician in reverse. You're getting over that. You see for what it is. You're not falling for those tricks. You're not falling for the banana in the tailpipe anymore, right? That's one of my favorite movies. You're having victory. You're getting a lot of attention, Aquarius. You're having victory. You are the star. You're like an overnight celebrity. I cannot sing. What is that, Timberland? And they got somebody very much in their head. Very much in their head. Anxiety, fear. Okay? Because they put you in isolation. They left you in a place of darkness. But in that darkness, you saw the light. And you saw the light within yourself. Because you are the truth. You are the truth. Eugenia, you are the truth. And again, you reflected on the past. You learned the lessons in this isolation. You got to hear the downloads. You got to hear spirit. You got to hear God. Okay? To let you know this was the right thing to do. You're on the right path. And like I said, some of you guys are looking very fine and dandy to a lot of people. You got a lot of options. Any more with this deck before I close this out for Aquarius? Wow. You got good news. Good news coming in with the Page of Inspiration. This could be somebody younger than you. You're going to have emotional, ultimate happiness. 10 of Cups upright. Because you learned the lessons and you are protected by God. You could have a Taurus coming in. All right? You had people that were going up against you, trying to affect and attack your love life. Like, what fools? What fools? All right, let's get the romance angels. Let's end this reading for Aquarius. My puppy, he has so much energy. You freed yourself. You are freeing yourself. You are the unique unicorn. It takes time to take back control of your life. Like I said, you're bossing up. You took your power back from this manipulator, this two-timer, this two-facer, these people, this group, this third party, all people that wanted to do all kind of dumb shit in your energy, that wanted to betray you, that wanted to lie, cheat, sabotage themselves, and play themselves right out of your life. You're taking back your energy. You're taking back your power. Because when you settle for these people, this person, you gave your power away. You're taking that all back. You're bossing up. You are the pilot of your own life, right? Make the effort. Time for some action. If you want what you want, you got to do something you never did. Because going back to the same routine is the definition of insanity, right? You are healing family issues. Oh, congratulations on your wedding. What sign are you marrying? Okay? Is this a new person? Forgiving and learning. Yeah, you don't learn the lessons. You can forgive the people from the past, but we never forget. Okay? As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. You're living in the moment. You're living your life like it's golden. And you're looking very attractive doing it. That's why you got all these options, all these eyes. Some of you guys are already in a new connection. Oh, God. I just left a Gemini. I'm good. Release your ex. Are you an Aquarius? Geminis and Aquarius really do go good together. Release your ex. But he was a low vibrational Gemini. Toxic. He also had Pisces in his moon. So, oh my God. Release your ex, Aquarius. This person freed you. All right? It is time for you to clear your energy. Some of you guys are doing that. Some of you guys done that. You are making the effort. You need to make the effort. This could be the one that you're with right now or that's coming in. Some of you guys thought that the past person was the one. They were not. You already met the romantic partner you seek. Okay? Show me two more for Aquarius. Whoa. Oh, some of you guys will be experiencing a honeymoon. Like Brittany here, all right? Enjoy the bliss of the holiday time together. We just had Valentine's Day yesterday. I had a Gemini that was not right. All Geminis, again, air signs with air signs is pretty good. Gemini is supposed to be one of our great matches. But if they are low vibrational, there's nothing you can do about that. Okay? Stay optimistic about your love life. Oh, great. Oui. I always wanted to go to Paris and France. Congratulations, Mama. I'm so happy for you. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance, okay? Give your relationship a chance. Maybe that low vibrational Gemini wants to work on himself, okay? Maybe that Scorpio wants to work on themselves. Maybe they want to be a better person. Maybe. So for some of you guys, you will have the option of this past lover. Please remember. Mercury in retrograde is coming. I think it is next week. Okay? You were dealing with unrequited love. I definitely knew that was going to come out. But you have to keep an open mind about your love life. Your soulmate might differ from who you normally pick and go with. Again, we're going with new, right? We're going with new. If somebody's having a wedding, go ahead, Brittany. You are having a wedding. Okay? Enjoy. And you're definitely going on a retreat. You want to spend some time alone with this person, which is definitely needed. Okay? Anymore, you have your soulmate. Your soulmate is coming in. Not that false twin flame and finances, career. This is what some of you guys are working on. Right? Your finances and career could have an effect on your love life. Again, at the bottom of the deck, reconciliation for some of you guys. But please remember, Mercury retrograde is coming up. You may have a whole bunch of people from the past coming back. You got to choose wisely, all right? And you got to make sure that you heal these family issues, all right? Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Like I said in the beginning, you know, money isn't everything, but it does take away some of these stressors. Oh my God. Is that the Gemini? Yeah. I think you gotta get, that's a low vibrational Gemini. No. Get rid of that person. Heal. and get ready for new love, because you definitely deserve love. The Wanda, a Leo. Yeah, Leo popped up. Somebody wanted to come back around. Leo's supposed to be good with Aquarius. That's her sister sign. All right, guys. Dustin King, hi. How you doing? Okay. I'm out of here, guys. I gotta cook. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your support. Let's hit some more like buttons here. We got 40 people and 83 in the chat. Yeah, Virgo popped out as well. Okay. Thank you, guys. I see you guys later. I might do a collective reading. All right. I love you guys. Bye now.